And by the way, speaking of the best science,
Shut up,
nothing
Ben.
undercuts
Shut
faith
up.
in the vaccine like what Jen
What?
Psaki said yesterday
Why
at the
is
White
this
House.
not working?
So this, and by the way, speaking of the best science, nothing undercuts faith in, and by the way, speaking.
Oh, sorry. I was not mentally prepared. Not for Ben Shapiro. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to get on a little earlier today because I'm probably going to have to get off at 6:30-ish. But it's all good, though. Got a couple hours here. We'll see if I can get some Cyberpunk in. I want to. And I might hold off the video editing until tomorrow or Wednesday, but I want to try and get it done before Valentine's Day. Have you been on lately? I haven't seen you play in anything lately. All right. Here, I'm going to go watch this stupid shit.
Speaking of the best science, nothing undercuts faith in the vaccine like what Jen Psaki said yesterday at the White House. So this has become a talking point, and it's the dumbest talking point I can imagine. It is so stupid. Like, really. Here's Jen Psaki, White House press secretary yesterday, saying the thing that is most calibrated for people to say, I'm not going to bother getting the vaccine.
I think the editing will be fun to watch.
Part of what we were also trying
and I think going forward also with like learning things and whatnot, like, hey, I wanted to do this video editing. If I don't get it today, I might do it Wednesday or do some of it tomorrow and then Wednesday. I think I'm going to try and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see. I know I'm not going to be able to as much get on this Friday, but I want to try and at least do like 3 days a week. But I also really want to learn some animation like Cinema 4D. And I think it would be really cool to like get into start working in animation or like some of my other After Effects skills that I haven't like gotten amazing at yet, and work on that and try to make some cool stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. A little work study stream, which I can really enjoy. Sometimes it's nice just to play music and come and chill out. That's what I was going to ask you about, but let's talk about that later, obviously, but I hope everything's okay. Yeah, exactly. Or just little animated like characters.
People understand, and I'll reiterate it here today. It's not just a vaccine, is obviously an incredible medical breakthrough, and we want every American to have one. But even after you're vaccinated, social distancing, wearing masks are going to be essential, and we'll need to continue communicating about that through health and medical experts.
So let me explain something to you. No. Hey, that's my explanation. No.
No. Oh, Andy, by the way, if you noticed, I also have some, I have, okay, this guy closer. I have some, sound, reacts now, by the way, that you can use. So with bits, also something that's pretty cool. Actually, you can tell me if it's working. I've heard it doesn't work around like your first stream or so, but I should have a closed caption option on the side of the overlay. Let me know if that works. You can always turn it on and turn it off.
No, we're not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. Once people are vaccinated, they're just not going to do that. And you know what? They shouldn't do that. Because at a certain level, yes, is there a baseline risk that a vanishingly few people could get infected after?
CDC said that, one of the heads of the CDC said that masks are going to be more, in the end, better for us to stop transmission and to stop spread than vaccines. And doing it just by vaccines will cause definitely way more deaths. There is a big part of that's because they don't know if a vaccine will slow transmission because it needs to kill certain cells that would be coming out of your nose. So basically you could also be immune or mostly immune while still being a carrier. The new AstraZeneca vaccine that came out looks like a study shows that it can actually stop or slow transmission. But what he is saying here is just like totally non-scientific.
After they get vaccinated? Sure.
Yeah,
But
let
the
me know.
baseline
I'm
level
really
of risk is
curious
at
to
that
see
point
how
so
well it works.
unbelievably low that there is no rationale for continuing to keep society shut. None. There's no rationale for socially distancing. There's no rationale for mask wearing. That is not a thing. If you want to say that everybody for the future should always, under all circumstances, socially distance and mask
That's not what he said or what she said.
with people who are over 80 in nursing homes, there is a better case for that than what you were saying post-vaccination. Israel just came out with a study. It is released by the Maccabee Healthcare Services. And here's what they found. As of Thursday, there have been over 416,000 people who have gotten the second Pfizer shot in Israel. Here is the grand total number of people who have gotten COVID. 254. Out of 417,000 people, 254 people got COVID after getting that second shot.
That's 254 after they're vaccinated. He's not even like taking that in for proportion since not everyone's vaccinated. That, again, really shit science. God, he's really bad at this.
Zero of them had heavy conditions. Zero. Over the same period of time, out of 778,000 people in the control group, almost 13,000 new cases of COVID-19 emerged. That shows that the vaccine is 91% effective 7 days or more after the second injection is administered. The whole point of people taking the vaccine, particularly if you are not at high risk of death from this thing, if you're under the age of 65 and in decent health, the only reason really that you are taking this is to prevent yourself from infecting people who are old, or more importantly, so you can get back to regular life. We all know this. We all know this. So if you want to convince a bunch of healthy 40-year-olds not to take the vaccine, the best way to do that is to tell them that even if they take the vaccine, they have to continue doing this crap ad infinitum. It's not going to happen. Why she is pushing this point is absolutely beyond me. It's ridiculous. It is counterproductive. It is stupid. It is not scientifically backed.
No.
At a certain point, the risk level of COVID is low enough that we have to go back to our regular lives. COVID is not going to disappear. COVID is not going to be like the bubonic plague where it just doesn't exist really anymore. That's not going to be a thing. It will remain a baseline level of risk. And if that baseline level of risk is reduced by 90%, at that point, go to work. At that point, go to a concert, go to a baseball game. I will. After I get vaccinated.
Yeah, no, it was bothering me.
My regular life. And you know what? My parents, who are verging on 65, they plan on doing the exact same thing. Because at that point, you know what? Life is filled with risks. The White House encouraging people to continue masking and socially distancing after they have the vaccine is nuts. It is nuts. And it is going to convince millions of people not to get the vaccine. Because if they're saying, okay, well, I don't even know what the risks of the vaccine are 2 years from now. We don't have a longitudinal study or anything. So either I could go back to my regular life and not get the vaccine, or I could go back to my regular life and get the vaccine, or alternatively, and get the vaccine and not go back to my
guessing
regular
my
life,
sound sounds a
not
lot
get the
better.
vaccine,
I had to
not go
do
back to
some
my regular
mixing
life.
with
What if
that.
I'm just going to skip the risk. Unless I have an underlying risk. These geniuses with their science. Wow, amazing. Facts don't care about
Oh, shut up,
big
Ben.
story.
Facts don't care about your... Imagine, hypothetically,
By the way, speaking
that facts
of
do
the best
not
science,
care about your
nothing
feelings.
undercuts faith in the vaccine like what Jen Psaki
Imagine,
said yesterday at the White House.
hypothetically,
So this has become a talking point.
that I understood how
And
viruses
it's
work.
the